Hey kids, remember when Care Bears went CGI for all the cool hip kids out there? No? Thank your stars! Oh, you want to know about some stars? Funny enough, Sugar Lynn Beard and Tracy Hoyt, Chippy Moon, Rubius, Rob Tinkler, Artemis the Cat, Ron Rubin, Sailor Jupiter, Susan Roman, Sailor Mars, Katie Griffin, and fucking Sailor Moon, Linda Baltine, and her brother in the series, Julie Leminx. I count 10 people from Sailor Moon. Times were tough in 2005.
But before that,
No more.
what? People might not know what the hell Care Bears even are. Do you know what year it is?
No one cares. It's from a toy lineup. No one cares.
You're being really mean to me, Ree.
You wish I was worse.
What did you say?
I wish I was worse.
Wish. 'Cause wishing is great.
Stop!
As we fly in space, we meet the grandmother of stars, or mom. Not very clear. Her name is Big Wish, as we see a star with ADHD bounce around and get hit by a heart comet.
What?
I don't question it. Why should you?
He falls far from the others as we cut to the green bear known as Wish Cub. Very original, I know. She finds the star and decides to name it Twinkers.
You know, I'm kind of wondering this if it was actually a made-up name or not, but what the hell does Twinkers mean?
So Wish Cub wishes the two could be together forever as Twinkers grants her wish and basically bonds with her to himself. We cut to God knows when later as we see Wish Cub and the rest of the Care Bears that got toys made out of them for this movie, all watching the stars, of course. And you'll realize something very comedical. And by that I mean it happens with all genie wishes and wishing and so forth.
You need to specify what your wishes mean. Otherwise, you'll end up like Timmy Turner and having to wish everything back to normal because, you have to be very, very specific about what you're wishing and how it's going to work. Because if not, everything else in between is going to happen.
The next day, Wish Bear and Twinkers go to meet Cher Bear, who's collecting sap from the trees. Wish Bear makes a wish to help her collect more sap, but that doesn't go too well. Yeah, if you hadn't noticed, Wish Bear's day is mostly bothering people. They complain to her, and she basically uses Twinkers to try and help them, but it always backfires when she leaves. This includes Cher Bear in the sap tree and Grumpy Bear in his bubble rocket. Yeah, so apparently there's a committee for Care Bears that have 13 as Champ Bear as the leader. So pretty much how I can explain this committee is that they pretty much describe what needs to be done or what needs to happen. Nothing too important, but what does come up is Wish Bear and her overuse of wishing.
You know, if you want, I can just make a wish for some more caring and care-a-lot, and then Twinkers could...
No! Huh? Your wish is always, what we mean is... Well, sometimes your wishes don't quite work out the way you want them to. Or the way anyone wants them to.
Yeah.
Besides, if you love something, working hard to help make it better and not just wishing for it to get better is a great way to show how much you care. Don't you think?
Or you could be more descriptive about what you're wishing for so that way nothing terrible actually happens. While Chippy Moon does sing this song very well, I actually kind of only remember it in this specific movie. Just how Anastasia, how I remembered In the Sun, just that part. But I can't help feel weird, honestly, in between this because, we're singing about a song about wishing or surrounded by all the dead brothers and sister that Twinkers has.
And you know what? After her song about wanting to know how to deal with her troubles, you know what this bitch wishes for? She wishes for other bears that care about wishing like she does.
Nothing can possibly go wrong. Possibly go wrong. That's the first thing that's ever gone wrong.
So lo and behold, some new bears that like wishing. Too Loud Bear, because he's too loud and obnoxious. Me Bear, who's self-centered and acts like a famous celebrity. And Messy Bear, who has a cold 24/7 and is messy. The three decide to move in, and the other Care Bears are like, Wish Bear, let's just help them build it. But she's like, how about I just wish for it to be done? And then they just build the house. How riveting. After a few
Wishes.
we again get a backstory, or Twinkers and Wish Bear interrupted by Loud Bear. Yeah, they're assholes. We get it. After the two are kind of forcefully kicked out, the three plan to make Wish Bear get them Twinkers for when they need him. And can you guess what they wish for? Because it's in their names, and I honestly hate these three to the heart of me.
Here's a thing that I kind of thought about now. In the other two movies, which came out in the 80s, they talk about how the humans need to care, otherwise Care-Lot goes down. You know how, like, the two kids that we go on adventures for in both series, along with Nicholas, of course. So if the humans didn't care, the care meter went down. But in this scenario, it seems like everyone in Care-Lot who doesn't care suddenly goes down. I don't know the sudden change or anything, but it could possibly be that this is before human existence, making the Care Bears more ancient than we actually think, and or I'm thinking too far into this, but that's okay. I'm here for that. And now that you have this thought in your head, you will never let it go. That and the cat that's cleaning himself in the background really does agree with what I'm saying.
An emergency meeting is being called after the care meter begins going down, and blame Wish Bear. She tells them about the three new bears and how they like her wishes, as they wish for their new home to be made bigger, and to try and get them to realize that their wishing is too much, they invite them to a picnic. Everyone except the three new guys arrive at the scene where they realize they haven't shown up. Not too far behind as they arrive in their truck and almost run everyone over, knocking all of their food over and missing out the blanket. They gather everything up that isn't destroyed and begin to talk about Care-Lot.
There's lots of things to like, and the bears are really nice here in Care-Lot.
In Care-Lot.
Okay, I don't like how the Charmin Bear is singing to me. Next!
So the three don't like how they're being told to care more, and that this results in the care or meter going down, causing storms to come and much more to come. Wish Bear tells the rest that she wished for the three to come because they like wishing, and the bears are like, so it's your fault. Figures. And she goes to tell them to stop wishing and care more. Their response is this.
Less wishing and more caring.
That's the funniest thing I think I've ever heard.
Wish Bear accidentally wishes for the three to have Twinkers. The three tell Wish Bear to pick up Twinkers at 5, as Funshine Bear comes to see how everything went and finds out she lost Twinkers. Also in the pictures in Wish Bear's house, there's one of them of Sunshine Bear, and then there's one of a baby bear that we have no clue where it's from. Like, it's never seen, or if it is from another part of the show, thanks for clarifying, because we never see this character. Funshine Bear tells Wish Bear to go and get her star from back and does so, only to find everything in chaos and Twinkers using up so many wishes that he nearly dies. Wish Bear, Grumpy Bear, and for some reason Messy Bear, because it was practically his fault because he wished the last wish, I guess, so I don't fucking know. They go to space, where they go to Big Wish to ask to return Twinkers to Wish Bear and have everything back to normal.
Well, bless my stars, Twinkers. Look how big you've grown. And I know you're Wish Bear, Twinkers' best friend.
Hell is real.
Big Wish helps Twinkers and Wish Bear, where they help Care-Lot, and Twinkers gets back to Wish Bear, where they live happily ever after. So not a lot of bad, but there is some questions. What charm or whatever the item is on their belly would it be if Twinkers actually didn't meet Wish Bear? I know the name was already given, but would it just be a generic star as she wishes for stuff like, I wish that I couldn't have to do this, or I wish this could be changed, and then nothing happened? Or is it just like, well, I guess if it's Grumpy Bear, Grumpy's just grumpy, and the fucking Sleepy Bear is just sleepy, so I guess maybe something would have happened? Or maybe there's a premonition. I have no clue, I'm just guessing at this point. Besides everyone else who was kind of just alright, the three main characters that we see that come to Care-Lot, they don't learn their lesson even after everything is said and done. And that's pretty much it. Like, they don't learn their lesson. They're going to do it again. Because guess what? They're selfish pricks. Here's what I actually do like. I like the cast. I like the story, but it's still done to death. And I like how there are only a few bears to remember. And I like how there's only a few bears to remember or that have any lines, which I guess from the other beginning they had too many characters, but at the same time, I'm not too worried about that.
No, but seriously, like, Wish Bear is the actual villain of this movie.
That's not point of the movie.
Think of it like this. There are only 13 bears. They don't try and upset her in any way. They kind of go, hey, you're doing this? Can you do less of it? And they don't actually get angry at her for anything because they know she's probably an all-powerful god and can basically wish them away. And why is there only one wishing star? Because she wished them all away. And why? Because she's become so powerful that even Big Wish can't even stop her.
The point of it is basically that, yes, you can wish for stuff, but seeing how it being built with friends and family is much more giving in that if you keep on wishing, you'll never get the satisfaction of doing it with someone else. Or even hell. Like, after you build something, you'll feel the satisfaction of it.
I like mine better.
Oh, of course you do.